This is rainwater that we got out of a rainwater meter, where it's straight rain that went in there. It didn't go over a roof to collect any other things, it's straight from the rainwater. I'm now going to take this rainwater and put it into this glass. And then I'm going to measure with a TDS meter the total dissolved solids that is in there. Because it's rainwater and it's from the air, it should the TDS, the total dissolved solids, should be zero. There should be nothing in. But rainwater comes through the atmosphere with all our pollution, with all the acid rain that is still hanging in our atmosphere. So let's see what the total dissolved solids of the rainwater is. The total dissolved solids of this water is 10. Now I want to do a different test where I take the water that we had, ancient mineral water, cleaned properly, made sure that the total dissolved solids and everything is out, and I put that in a different glass. Also want to measure the total dissolved solids there. The total dissolved solids of ancient mineral water, we have cleaned properly, taking everything out. The total dissolved solids is zero. That is the same total dissolved solids that rainwater should be. But rainwater has traveled through all our pollution and acid rain in the atmosphere, so that's why it's 10. Alright, so what we've done here now, here is water that ancient mineral water cleaned. Completely clean. The TDS, total dissolved solids, was zero. That's the way when you clean water properly, and that's the way rainwater should have been. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a precipitator test. What is a precipitator? It separates water from what is not water. So I'm going to put it in and let's see what it tastes. So what we see here, the rainwater, it is starting to change color because the precipitator is separating water from what is not water. This will take a while to get the full impact, but here you can already see the water that we cleaned stays clear. The water that the rainwater, because there's total dissolved solids, because there's contamination and in the water, it tries to separate the wrongs in the water, and that's why the color is changing. We leave it for a while just to see how, because it takes a bit of time. So what I'm saying, this is the rainwater where all the impurities in for all the contamination that's in the air, and that is water that ancient mineral water clean. But just for the instance, I'm going to turn this around and leave it there for a while. You can see what is in rainwater. Rainwater is not clean water anymore. I would like to take this glass closer to have a view from the top. And as you can see from the top, all the contamination that's in there. In the ancient mineral clean water, there's nothing. It tried to separate it. There's a slight color in there, but there's nothing. There's no contamination in it, so it can't separate it. But with the rainwater, there's obviously quite a lot of pollution and acid rain and everything that's in there, and that is why it looks like that. So people that believe rainwater is clean has got to think twice, because there's something else I want to mention here. This rainwater came from a rain meter where it's pure rainwater that fell in there, not rainwater that fell on a roof where there's all sorts of animal and bird poo and things on the roof, which it collects all the dirt from the roof and then go into a tank. Okay, fine people, so now we see the precipitator separated the water from what's not water. Now here it separated all the contamination that is in the rainwater, and here it tried its best to separate, but there's nothing to separate the water that ancient mineral water clean, because we clean our water properly. Now the other thing is, this is rainwater that came from a rain meter, straight rain from the air. Now rain falls on roofs, it falls on different places, people collect it down their gutters and things, all the contamination that it picks up from people's roof and everything. That rainwater is far dirtier than this. And that is where people must not think that rainwater is so good and so pure. But over and above that, I want to point out something else. Water is life. So water must provide life and not take life away from you. I'm going to make a statement now and say, rainwater has no minerals. It can't conduct electricity. It can't make your red blood cells repel each other to give bioelectrical impulses so that your red blood cells repel each other, so that your red blood cells can move freely through your whole body to transport the oxygen that we inhale. So here I want to show you. This is 220 power. If I switch the electric plug off here, it's off. Switch it on, it's on. If I take that and I put it in the rainwater, water is life. It should conduct electricity. That is how dead this water is. There is absolute no life in it. Instead, it will steal the minerals and trace elements from your body because it's hungry water and it wants to bind. And it's going to bind with the minerals and trace elements in your body. And when you go to the toilet, you're going to see your urine is yellow and there goes your minerals and all the vitamins. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the ancient mineral water, mineral concentrate, which is all 84 minerals and trace elements, which is exactly the same that's in a healthy human blood plasma. I'm going to take this ancient mineral water minerals and I put it into the water, and now the water is alive. Now it conducts electricity. Now it can provide bioelectrical impulses so that your red blood cells can repel each other, so that they can go fast through your body to transport nutrients, wash out toxins, control body temperature, control blood pressure, and take oxygen to each and every cell in your body. Because it's the outside of a red blood cell that transport the oxygen. We need oxygen in every organ, in every cell in your body. When we don't have water with minerals in, it actually steals the minerals from your body, and then when you go and you urine it out, then there goes your minerals, and we have to buy supplements to try and replace it. Thank you.